For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, as the month of March ends and the beginning of April, we're glad you are with us, and we are glad to have Kelly Klemmer returning to the Focus program. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Marketing Director and Development Director, Marketing Director,
Yeah, and Development,
for Ronald McDonald House, Detroit. Wow.
Yes.
3 years you've been doing that.
I have, yeah. It's been a pleasure. It's an amazing
How in the heck
experience.
did you get that job?
I think just my care and passion for families. I was a nanny back in the day, so
Okay.
I know it takes a village to care for a family. And then I've always, ever since I was a kid at St. Clair High School, involved in student council and events.
Yeah.
I just kept going with it.
Mr. Eberhard.
Yes, yeah.
He was there forever too.
Yep, exactly. So.
Ronald McDonald House, Detroit. How big of an area does that serve?
Well, we'll serve any family that's coming into the Detroit area that is receiving medical care. So there's a total of 384 houses worldwide, but we all do our own fundraising and events and things to raise money for our chapter or our house.
So if I'm from Traverse City or Ishpeming, I
or
can
Russia or
Oh, really?
or Florida or anywhere.
But you're just
If
having
you're-
medical.
Yep, if you're having medical care in Detroit, if you have to come in for a special reason and spend time there, you can stay at our house.
Physically, the Ronald McDonald House is located next to a hospital, near a
Yep, so
hospital.
we're right on the Detroit Medical Campus. So we're a mile down the street from Children's, and then we do have a transportation team that takes families from Corwell in Royal Oak or Henry Ford hospitals, wherever in the Metro Detroit area.
Ronald McDonald House, Detroit. How many staff? How many people work there?
I think
Or is it all volunteer?
Nope, we have plenty of volunteers that help out, but we still have a small but mighty staff. So
Okay.
about 20 of us run everything
Wow, that's
together.
a lot.
Yeah,
Because you're 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
absolutely, all the time. We're there.
The facility, and if the your fellows will throw up the web page there, we'll sort of go through the facility. I was amazed when I went on the site here, and you talk to me about your mission and your.
Yeah, so there's houses all over the world, and every house looks a little different and maybe does different events and things, but the mission is always the same: to care for the families.
Well, they got to here. Let's start this video.
Yeah.
This is your house in Detroit,
It
right?
is, yes. It's the second story of a building there at the Detroit Medical Center by Kresge Eye Center, and Michigan State has some classrooms below us. So
It's much larger than I had imagined.
Yep. Yeah, we have 27 rooms. We
Wow.
have a fitness center. We have private bathrooms for all the families. Laundry is free. Yep, there's a fitness center. So our kitchen, the place that everybody gathers and food is made for our families.
It's made for them,
Yep.
so they don't have to. They're with their child or with their patient at the hospital and come back and food is ready.
Yep, every
Wow.
day.
Wow. How many residents can be in the Ronald McDonald House at one time?
We have 27 rooms, so we can house, usually we don't have more than 4 people in a room. So sometimes it's just mom and dad, sometimes it's mom and grandpa or grandma, sometimes it's mom, dad, and sibling, because usually the kiddos that are receiving the medical care aren't necessarily with us that much because they're over at the hospital. So that's why we exist, so that the families can remain close to their children can receive their care, but we take care of the family so they don't forget about
So
themselves.
it's only children that can
Yes,
use
so
it.
if you have a child receiving care in Detroit,
So if
then
I'm 70 years old,
unfortunately you don't
you've
make
got to
the
go
cut.
someplace
Yep.
else.
Yes.
Go to Burger King.
Yeah. So, yep, we're there for the families of the little
Okay,
ones.
okay.
Yep. Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't think people realize the impact of it. And how many people do you normally serve in a year? Round
Probably
figure.
the last year we had just under 300.
Wow.
Yep.
Patients.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, families. We'll count that
Okay.
as a family.
Okay.
Yep. So, and families can stay anywhere between a few days to a few weeks, but we recently had
you
a milestone. Yes,
you told me this when you came in the door today. This is staggering.
Yes, so we actually had a family from St. Clair County that stayed with us for a total of 513 days.
No. 513 days?
That's 17 months if you do the math. So,
wow.
Yep. So
and they had a child.
They had a child that was at the hospital the entire time. So, as you know, Detroit is still an hour drive from here in St. Clair County. So that's a long drive when your little one's there. So they stayed with us the entire time so they could sleep, take care of themselves, shower, eat, and then be right back at their child's side.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Is that a record of some kind?
It is. For our house, it is, actually. Yeah, that's the longest we've ever had a family. Before that, it was just shy of a year. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so during that time, they didn't have to worry about food. They didn't have to worry about changing sheets, doing laundry. They could do their own laundry because you had that beautiful laundry there.
Yeah, so we provide the food, the transportation to and from the hospital to our house. They have passes that they can go out and enjoy things in Detroit, like the zoo or the museum and things like that, if they do want to get out of the house and kind of, maybe go on a date night or something. But we provide it all.
And their transportation, I had another thought, but it escaped me. But it's just staggering.
Yeah.
So, I know. Are your offices there too?
Yes. Yep. So our offices are right there in the house, so we can, see everybody and care for them the best way we can.
And if something comes up, you're there.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yep. We actually have a live-in resident manager. That's kind of unique about our house. Not every house has that. And she's lived at the house for 25 years.
Wow.
If not longer. I don't know if my math's correct, but so Irma is her name, and she stays at the house during the evenings and on the weekends, so that when our normal 9 to 5 staff is gone, Irma is always there to take care of them day or night. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to.
That's
and
right.
She's
That's
there.
right. That's right. Okay, so you came today because you're going to talk about hockey.
Yes.
And if the boys will throw up the slide, we'll talk about hockey here. Hockey for the House. This is an event you got coming up just around the corner, April 13th. 3 p.m. in the afternoon, puck drop at beautiful old McMorran place. But it's the Detroit Red Wings alumni.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Against the Border Cats. Talk to me about it.
So we're very excited for this event because, like I said, we did have a family from St. Clair County. St. Clair County is the second highest county of families we serve.
Really?
Yes. So a lot of our families come from St. Clair County. So I'm excited to bring a little piece of Detroit up this way.
Yes.
And of course, who doesn't love, hockey and the Red Wings?
Yes.
So we did get confirmation. It can change, but we did get confirmation that Darren McCarty is going to be there with us. Mickey Redmond. I think Joe Kosher. So hopefully we're getting some of those classics back together then.
And they love to do it.
Oh yeah.
They love to do it. I mean, this isn't the only place they go around and do other charity things
very
throughout the state.
Yeah, but this is the first time that the Border Cats have actually come back to play together since the team dismantled in the early 2000s. So we have players coming all the way from Boston and different states to just come back and skate and play with their players from back in the day. So I think the Red Wings always bring some love and fans, but the Border Cats are definitely...
They've got their own core of rabid fans.
Yep.
General admission tickets. Okay, tell me the prices.
So general admission tickets are $25 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep, and first come, first serve for seating. And then we do have an option to also include the meet and greet, which is another $25. We don't know exactly who's going to be at the meet and greet altogether yet, but I'm sure a good show of players definitely will be there. And you can buy tickets day of as well if you decide, once we kind of know our roster. And then there is a discount if you want to buy 20 tickets or more. You'll get each ticket at $20 instead of $25. So we're hoping some youth hockey teams and families and things like that will come together and
how do I get tickets and get those discounts?
Yeah, so you can go to our beautiful website that was shown earlier, which is rmhc-detroit.org, or the best way though is to go through McMorran.com because we are using their box office for the tickets.
Okay.
So.
All right. So after Sunday, April 13th, what other events do you have coming up?
We have quite a few. We're hitting event season here. So
Yeah.
We do have a Derby event that we do over in
Kentucky Derby?
Yes, yeah, and we honor some. We have different awards for some board members and businesses that have supported us, and then we do have our golf outing at the Orchards that the public is more than happy to, and the website under events has all of these. Everything's open for registration and tickets, and then another big fan favorite that Mr. Eberhard tends to run in, is the Escape to Belle Isle run, which takes place on Belle Isle in July. So it's a beautiful morning. We run around the island.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and celebrate all the families. So that's a big one that people know.
You got to get a hold of Priya Mann from Channel 4 because she runs around Belle Isle all the time.
Oh, she might be there already,
yeah. So she'd probably support you.
Yeah, for sure. So it's I'm excited for the summer to come, but this event, I'm just excited to bring it back home.
Yeah. Well, it's a great story, and especially the tie-in with the patients' parents that are here in St. Clair County, and that makes it really local and really wonderful.
They're home now, but since they're back in Port Huron, we're going to have them come out and drop the puck.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. So they'll be there to just support the game, and it'll be nice to have their family all together and doing something fun.
Okay.
So.
It's Kelly Klemmer, and the email address, let me see if I got it here. Yes.
It's a long one, too.
Well, Kelly Klemmer, normal spelling of Kelly Klemmer, but it's K. Klemmer at Ronald, rmhc-detroit.org.
Yep.
So Ronald McDonald House Charities-detroit.org.
Yep.
And ask any questions, and thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm always excited to be here.
Well, that's about it for this. Get your hockey sticks out and your hockey gloves and go on up there and participate. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.